Hello, and welcome to Crafting by the Falls. My name is Natalie. I want to say thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. So, it is our Saturday stitch along that we're doing European Town. And as I mentioned, it was going to be a busy week for me, and it was. I didn't get a lot in, but that's okay. We have those days, right? So I did work on the lighter green in this area and then also up in this area, but I didn't get to the windows. Um, just didn't have the time. So, um, Tom and Jerry are in here just like children. As soon as I hooked up my camera into the stand, Tom jumped off the bed. And now, oh, so my apologies. Hopefully, they'll go running down the hallway and leave us alone. Oh boy. So, I am going to work on the darker green, continue on over here. And if worse comes to worse, depending on our time, I can always turn the frame around and work on that. So I just wanted to show you where I'm at, and we'll try to reposition this. And let's see. How about that? That should be good. So again, I didn't have a huge amount of time working on this frame, um, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Of what I did work on, um, it seemed good. So I really like how it opens it up to so many stitches wide. But I see there's a little bit of a shadow. It is, I don't know, very late. Usually I'm in bed by now, but I'm not even I'm not even tired tonight. Um, Usually I'm always doing the head bob and the lazy boy, but yeah, don't know what's up for tonight. So I just figured, well, if I'm gonna stitch, I might as well record. So I guess first thing we can say is um, I don't think a lot of you were surprised that I got the romantic flower market. Um, Now I'm happy. that I have both Ambilite and Romantic Flower Market in my stash now. So I I was so one of the girls did let me know um that they do have the Mona Lisa of the flower market, and that kit also has 124 colors. I'm gonna just see, I'm moving my light, see if that less shadow. That also has 124 stitch colors, and then they're gone. Um, no back stitch, and it's full stitch. So we won't have the problem of the figuring out what color to use for back stitch, because there is no back stitch on that kit. So I really think that I love them both. I love both kits, but I think the flower market would be very much fun to stitch up, just like European Town. I'm thinking that anyways. I know people that are working on both and they are enjoying both. So, but I think any cross stitch we enjoy, right? But I have to say, this one is, I've never felt this way about a kit. And I think, well, I know what's really helping is you stitching this along with me. I've mentioned this before, and I don't think I can mention it enough that, I really appreciate you supporting me. It just gives me, um, maybe that's why I'm up late, because I wanted to come and stitch with you. I just look forward to spending my time reading the comments. And then, of course, I have a lot of new subscribers to the channel, but I also have a lot of new um, people that have come over and joined our Facebook group. So that's nice. And it's getting to the point that I really would like to do a live. I don't want to do it on YouTube first. So I'm really thinking about doing it on Facebook. Um, that way there's just a smaller group of us. And I think it would be fun, because sometimes, I know the other night I ended up getting quiet, but I think it would be pretty fun to uh, read comments, and I get to hear from you. And I think just knowing quite a few of the girls now, I think it would be a blast. Some of you have a pretty wicked sense of humor, and I think it would be pretty fun. I don't think that we would run out of any conversation whatsoever. So I was actually smart tonight, and I did start writing things down so I wouldn't forget. It's only taken a little while to figure this out, but I'm sure even next week I won't remember. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee. I love my coffee. It's decaf because, yeah, well, definitely if I had caffeine, I would be up. But um, just I think because my day was so busy after work, I came home, I did some cooking, and then I had to clean up. And yeah, of course, I always like to um, stitch at the end of the day. And I didn't really have no time to sit and watch TV. So I decided, you know what? I'll go up, make my video, stitch along with you. And I have a question for you because it just happened this morning. What is your experience with the needles from Painting Fairy? I I've never broken needles. I think since I've started, I think I've broken 3 needles. So I don't know what's going on, but I pulled out because I just have a few extra like Joy Sunday um, needles. I've pulled those out and I'm gonna start working with those because they're snapping. They're not snapping in the eye. They're like snapping just below the needle. So it's snapping kind of in half. I don't know. They have to be thinner or I don't know. Tell me. Let me know. Are you experiencing it or is it just me? I can't see me being rough on the needles. Not at all. So there's that. Um, so I think what we're gonna do, because I never know until I do it. The plan is Tuesday I'm gonna do a review. I think I'm gonna do the 5 stitch review. And I know someone mentioned, you know, it's nice that you have big kits, but I also like smaller kits. Just so happened I had those 2 larger kits that I was just so excited I had to show you. So we'll be going back to somewhat normal sizes, some smaller ones. I know I do have smaller ones with Painting Fairy, um, but I will warn you, I did get a package in from FG Normal yesterday, and we have some larger loving counts, so they will be coming. I try to do a variety just because everybody likes different kits, so I try to do some larger ones and I have some smaller ones. I just try to pick some stuff that I think that you will like. I think we all like landscape. Tina, now that she chased the cat away, she wants to jump up. You have to go on the bed, my baby. Oh, these animals. You got to go on the bed. There you go. There, you got the blanket on. Oh, I don't know. I think these animals are worse than children. Um, oh, so getting back to Tuesday, uh, I think we will, again, I'm just trying things out to see, because, like, I know, you've mentioned that um, some of you, I've inspired you to pick up European Town again, and it seems like we all struggle with getting into doing backstitch. So I know that when it comes to backstitching, um, we need to be concentrating. So we'll see if I can stay quiet and we just pull out our kits and work on it together and see how it goes. If it will help with us trying to get some completions. So we'll try that for Tuesday. Considering there's so much green, I don't know about you, but I'm not tired at all of stitching the same colors. I think it's just nice that this is all open and you can just go, oh, let me stitch up this. So I don't know. This is kind of what I did on the first half. I I stitched up the green. I'll probably go down after I'm done this. I'll probably go down and work on the cobblestone, get that out of the way. And again, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I just prefer to get those out of the way, and I really enjoyed working on the house. So that's my plan, anyways. So one of the things that I I seen on YouTube, and I know it's different for everybody, and again, it's the algorithm, but I think this might be posting everywhere. I'm gonna just take another sip. They've been advertising the movie Epic. It stands for Elvis Presley in concert. And so I it came out on Thursday and it's in the movie theaters. And so when I Googled it, it told me that it was in the theater over in New York State. And I was like, ah, there has to be something in Canada, but maybe it got released sooner in the States. But I did look it up. It is in theaters here, and it is an hour and a half long. I'm sure there's a lot of you that enjoy Elvis. And oh, I can tell you a lot about Elvis. Um, so, um, Aloha from Hawaii. My brother was very young when he seen that. He's always been into music. Around the corner from um, where we lived, there was a bar, and my brother would go over and listen to the guys practicing. And, anyways, when Aloha from Hawaii came on, my brother seen it, and my brother just absolutely fell in love with Elvis. I think he was maybe 5, 6, and um, so needless to say, growing up, I hated Elvis. Don't boo me because you need to understand this. All I ever heard 24/7 was Elvis. And you went into my brother's room and it was a shrine. There was posters covering all his walls and even the ceiling. Everywhere you looked, there was Elvis. And then on weekends, um, my parents were great in supporting us. Um, Depending on where it was, we would go to uh, an Elvis convention and it would be all weekend. And of course, I had to take along. So I just never seen anything in Elvis. I just know that's all I ever heard and I didn't enjoy it. So years passed, you know, move out of the house, start my own family, never listened to Elvis. And it wasn't till um, I was having a rough time in my marriage, and my brother's like, "Why don't you come with me up to Collingwood for the weekend?" And my brother was, as I mentioned, huge into the Elvis world, and he did a lot of because he's he's an encyclopedia for anything you want to know about Elvis, and he can tell you what Elvis was wearing, blah blah blah. So my brother ended up judging competitions, and if you're familiar with the Elvis world, they have um, competitions all everywhere, but the winner gets to go down to Memphis and compete down there with um, other guys that have won from different areas. Um, so here in Ontario, we had, and it was very large, Collingwood, and a lot of people. Priscilla's been up there, um, Jerry Schilling, everybody. They've had everybody up there. Um, his security guards, his backup singers, whoever they could get. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. So I went up to Collingwood with them, and I remember pulling into the town, and all you seen was all these guys in jumpsuits. And I was like, oh my goodness, here we go again. But it ended up, I got to meet a lot of the guys. I got to meet a lot of, their family and got to know them. And so it became a regular thing. It was a nice socializing thing to go and do. So I used to go up to Collingwood with my brother, and it was fun. And then I got my daughter involved. She would come up, and yeah, it was fun. So I did that for several years, and it's quite incredible. I got to meet a lot of people. Um, actually, um, one of the guys that used to come up and compete, and I don't know if you're into country music at all, but his name, he's young, he's, late 20s. His name is Drake Mulligan. He used to come up to Collingwood and compete. And now he's done quite a few songs, and the last I seen, and I think it was just a month or two ago, he was singing with Shania Twain. So, so happy for him. We got to know him and his mom. They're from Texas. And yeah, when you'd go to these events, it was like a family reunion, catch up, and, you know, it was just a nice time. A lot of nice people. And as I mentioned, I've gone to several different places. Um, so I'd go to Collingwood, and then they would have another Elvis event in Tweed, Ontario, which is probably 4 or 5 hours away from here. Would go there, and I started volunteering my time there, and then Niagara Falls ended up getting the Elvis competitions, and it's still going. It's in April, so a lot of guys from all around the world come and compete. Um, I went to Ocean City, Maryland, um, for a competition down there. That was fun and beautiful. Oh, the ocean. It was a really fun weekend. And I've gone to England, and I've gone also to um, Denmark, because one of my close friends was in England, and they were going into competition in Denmark, and I wanted to go check it out. So I went with him and did that. And then, actually, the first time I went over to Holland too, um, my friends kind of told them when I could make it over there, and they're like, okay, well, I think it's good that you come this week. Okay, so, booked the trip, but I didn't know this. But we went out for supper, and we met up with this other couple that I also knew. And my friend's husband said, okay, well, we'll go for a drive, and, you know, we'll go check out this town. So we ended up going to, I think it was Rotterdam that we went to. And he pulls into this parking lot, And he's like, okay, well, maybe we'll just go for a walk. And I'm thinking, what the heck? I'm like, okay, I'm following. Well, all of a sudden, I seen on the billboard Elvis. And then I looked at the date and I was like, that's today. And I look back at the billboard and I look over at her husband, and he knew I was like figuring this out. Like, what the heck? So, anyways, it was really cool. They got tickets to surprise me. Um, and I forget I forget what it was called, but basically what it was Elvis was up on the screen singing, and it was um oh, now I'm going blank. Um okay, the States has the Philadelphia Orchestra, but this was the one from Europe. Oh, I feel horrible. I can't remember now. But, anyways, it was opening night for the tour, and Priscilla was there. So that was just amazing. You swore Elvis was right in front of you. Like, I know it kind of sounds weird, but you just have to experience um, Elvis just singing and then the orchestra playing. It was just amazing. So, because I wasn't forced into listening to Elvis, I like Elvis. And I love watching Elvis in concert. I hated seeing him in the movies. I thought it was just bad acting. But yeah, put on a concert. I love it. So, anyways, this movie's coming out, and I think it'd be quite cool to go and see that. Who doesn't like Elvis? Okay, I know there's some people, but most people love Elvis. And the other thing that I think is so cool, and going to all these shows of the guys and stuff like that, and um, there's something about Elvis's music that draws the handicapped people. They just love Elvis. And it's so great to see them, oh, just dancing and so happy. And the guys are so great with them. And they'll get scarves or teddy bears or whatever. And oh, it just makes their day. But I haven't done that for a long time. Kind of just as time moved on, you know, um, actually, well, they don't have Collingwood no more here. And the one in Tweed also shut down. The only one that's going is Niagara Falls. And actually, the it was the weekend. I went and volunteered at the Elvis one in Niagara Falls, and my mom wasn't doing well that week. And I told the organizer, I said, my mom's not doing well. If I happen to get called, I gotta go. I was helping with the judging at that time, just collecting the score sheets and stuff like that. So it wasn't like, well, it was an important job, but they could always find someone to replace. And, anyways, I did get the phone call um, Saturday that my mom wasn't doing well. So I told the organizer, I gotta go. So, um, and after that, um, yeah, I haven't been back since. So I did go for one, and yeah, it wasn't good. I had to leave. So, um, yeah, I haven't been back. But who knows? I can always show up one day. It's not like I have far to go see it. But yeah, that's my little thing on Elvis. But yeah, you have to, if you get a chance, um, even on YouTube, go check out Drake. It is just amazing. He used to do Elvis, but yeah, him in country now, yeah, that's where he's meant to be. He's got an amazing voice. So it's kind of cool to see, um, you know, the hard work paid off, and he's in Nashville. And that's the same with Shania. Shania, where she came from, was in a big place, and she made it. Oh, I just see half stitches there. Oh, I probably finished that off on the. Never mind. So the snow is melting. That's nice. It's been milder. Haven't needed my winter jacket. Had a thick sweater, but I think it's raining out now. So I talked to one of my clients that sews, and I'm like, can you do something for me? So I was explaining about the Crime Guard. She's never heard of them before, but I explained it to her, and I said, I'm not in a rush, and I'll bring my frame over one day, but I'd like to, because once I start rolling up on that side, I think I would like to protect it. And I know I'll use it again because, you know, I have a couple larger kids, right? So I would just like to have one that goes around the frame, and if there's a roll on both sides, it could just wrap around it. That's my thought. So she said, absolutely no problem. She's like, I got 2 bins of material. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, whatever color you would like. And I said, well, I think I would like something lighter like this one here that's white with like blue flowers. I said, just so it doesn't, I don't want it too busy. And she's like, well, that just narrowed it down. She says, I got one bin that has dark material and the other bin that has, uh, one's dark and one's light. She says, you'll have your choice to pick. Perfect. Yeah, it's raining. I don't know if you can hear it. And Tina left the room. She's like, this is way past your bedtime. Why aren't we in bed? I hope it's not going to be one of those nights. I'm sure once my head hits the pillow. Well, it's coming down pretty good. That's the other thing right now. We got the snow. So with the rain, the ground is just saturated. So nowhere for it to go. They were talking about freezing rain, but we ended up not getting it. It was more northern, like Toronto and stuff like that. I don't know how bad they got it. I haven't watched TV today. Okay, come on. I know someone asked me why I prefer to do the lighter symbols, and I just find that, again, it's everybody has their own preference. I know in the beginning when um, I started, the Joy Sunday kits sometimes were not, well, shouldn't say sometimes, certain symbols did not show up as good as others. So I found that when I would stitch, sometimes you couldn't make out the symbol, and it was just really a lot to go back and try to reference it off the chart. And so I just found that it was easier to do the symbols and then leave the colored ones open. And like right here, you can see once this white's filled in, you got all this yellow, you know. So that's just what I prefer. Um, we're all different. We all stitch different. Last week, I don't know what my problem was. I was stitching in line, but as you can see, I'm back to normal now. I'm stitching all over the place. Ah, now the cat's on this side of the door. And the dog's on the other side of the door. If I close the door, then the cat meows or Tina whines. So I leave it open. But what do you do? What do you do? It's just like children. As soon as you get on the phone, they start misbehaving. I do love these scissors. They are nice to work on. I've only done two strands. Two? No, three. I don't know where my other needle went. That's very unusual for me. You know what I can't believe? That I don't have a pin cushion. I have my this makeshift, and it looks like a real rat's nest there, but yeah, that's my pin cushion. I can't believe I don't have one. So, of course, that was the other thing I was going to ask you. So, in order for me not to buy, I just go on the websites and just throw things in my shopping cart. So, you know, Temu is a very hard one. I really got to control myself. But I ended up, because again, I'm focused and I go right to like cross stitch stuff and all that. And so in my, I was looking, I seen, oh my God, I'm telling you, Temu's endless on stuff. I seen wool, yarn, baby yarn. And I'm like, holy crap. Scroll and scroll and scroll. I can't believe all the yarn. Have any of you ever ordered any? And then the other thing I seen too, then I got into fabric. Ah, thank God I don't sew or quilt. Ugh. And then I seen all these cute little buttons in the shapes of hearts and really, really tiny. I'm like, oh my. It was crazy. I haven't gone into half of the uh, stuff that they sell, but the one thing that I have picked up from Temu that isn't cross stitch related, they have these little, they look like, they're in the shape of like a cat, the ears, and then the eyes and mouth, and I don't know, does it have a nose? It must have a nose. But it's like a sponge, but a rougher sponge. And you put them in the dryer and kind of acts like a fabric sheet in one way, but it picks up any lint or for me, the cat hair. And of course, when I wear black and that's all you see is cat fur. So when you put those in the dryer, it really helps pick up the cat hair. And I think it's like you get 4 or 6 of them for like $2. I'm on my second set of them because as time goes on, they they start breaking down. But I still have the originals, and they're like probably well over a year. And then I did bring one up earlier. Yeah, here's one right here. As you know, I clean. And you can get these chamois, and they're for the window. But I use these for my glasses. They really clean your glasses nice. In your windows, in your mirrors. But I always have either that or a chamois. I always buy my chair from my glasses. But oh, the other thing, I don't know. I did mention it. Did I mention it? When did I mention it? This frame that I'm working on, it is from Temu, and I noticed, because again, I was just checking out websites. Dream Stitch, Ryan, he's carrying this frame. There's so much stuff out there. How many kits do we need? You know what I should ask next? I should ask. Oh, this will be an interesting question. I should ask, how many kits do you have? Because I know we all got quite the stockpile. I want to know. I want some honest answers. I'm not even going to guess how many I have. I probably have, oh my goodness, I don't even want to say this. Yeah, but you know I reviewed too. But even if I didn't review it, probably still purchase them. I probably have a good 200 to 300. Yeah, probably. Because well, I got them stashed all over. Because what I did in my closet, I ended up getting, here we go again, Costco. Costco had these clear shoe boxes. And I thought, oh, they would fit my Joy Sunday kits. So there was 4 in a package. So I got them stacked on one another, and I have them marked want to do series like say the seasonals or whatever, and I got those in there. And then I have in another section the smaller little Mona Lisas I got. But I have probably 2 Lego boxes of them packed together. And I think I have some more in another tote. And then I have one of those baskets. It was my mom's knitting basket. She would put her knitting in there. So that's where, oh boy, that's where the kits that I want to finish are. And then by oh, then by my chair downstairs, I have one of those 3 layers baskets that are on wheels. Is that the best way to describe them? I got that at Michael's, but you can get those on Amazon or whatever. I have some on there. And then on my side table, oh, I have a few more kits there. Those are my daughter's. I got to, again, never got sidetracked. I got those vegetable cross stitches that are quite small. And I think there was 8 to the series, I think. You'll see them at the beginning of my intro. I have some done. But I think I have 3 or 4, I think 3 more to do. Those are down there. Those ones I haven't worked on. Because I was doing those in between larger kits. So that's there. And then on the top shelf of that one is some kits that I want to do. Yeah. If anybody broke into my house, they better be a crafter because that's all they're going to find. Cross stitch and diamond painting. At one time I had all the diamond paintings. I laughed about this. I did mention it before. I'm like, yeah, if anybody breaks into my house and goes to look under the mattress for money, they're going to be surprised because they're going to find diamond paintings. Because I would put them under there to lay them flat, right? So, speaking of diamond paintings, I just got to let the princess up on the bed. Come here, Tina. Go. Oh, oh, baby doll, you're there too. Ugh, they're back, both. Yeah, what'd you think of the field look diamond painting? I have to say that those kits are really nice. And, if I was to compare them, I think they really remind me of, oh my, Diamond Dots. But the drills are nice. The canvas is great. I love the new pen that they have. I have one of these, a pink one, and I started, see the wax on it? I was using this more for special drills, and I really, really like them. I have to review that Diamond Art Club kit because I really want to work on it. But do I have time? No. Why do we pick these big projects? I'm not the only one that has that problem. And then now, well, we're still winter, so we have had a lot of time spending inside. But I know once the nicer weather comes, yeah, I'm not going to be sticking inside too much. But but they are predicting a hot summer, and I'm not going to these car shows if it's hot. It's just, oh, it's so draining, that heat. Even though we have an awning and everything, canopy, still really hot. So we'll see how that goes. I can't wait to do this lamppost. I don't know. I wonder what this is. I wonder if it's like a shrub. Let's see. Inquiring minds want to know. There's my gift. I gotta clean up my craft room. What is this? Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Are you gonna focus? Looks like some flowers, but it looks like a water well there. And then, ooh, where are they? There are two little people. Well, not little. There's a girl with the umbrella, and it looks like they got a little blanket down. Ooh la 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 la. Where are they? Gotta figure that out. Okay, there's the porch. I'm running my fingers here. So there's the end of the window. And then this is the pink for the hedges. So yeah, this must be the blanket. And then it looks like a pond back there. Or maybe it's just wildflowers, and then the fence. See, that's what I say. There's just so much to do on this kit. Fun, fun, fun. So yeah, I may surprise you one day on Facebook and go live. That's the only thing. Because someone said, can you do that? I think I can. Because, again, going back to the Elvis world, when I was on Facebook back then, because again, when there was competitions, everybody from all over the world was watching to see who would win. Um, I would go live. So you have to be able to. I think it would be the same as a live on YouTube, except we're going to be on Facebook. And then I'm pretty sure you will have to type. So I may try it out. I may even try it out. Well, this is going to be posted for Saturday, depending on my schedule. I might try it on Sunday. See who's around. And I know everybody's got different time zones. So even if one person pops up and I can see if it works, then maybe we can schedule something. I don't know. It's a thought. I think you would just enjoy as much to have live response back. I think I would hate to picture all of us in a room. It'd be amazing, but I think it would be pretty funny. Well, I'm just going to finish this off, and I feel like my thread. Yes. It's going to fall off the needle. Oy. There we go. So, well, we got that done. We're just that much closer to the end. So, once again, I thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. And make sure you come back on Tuesday. It's going to be 5-stitch. But there's some nice kits in there too. Okay. Well, we'll talk to you later. So take care and bye for now.